thinking about taking a cruise on Carnival Encounter, but you want to know what other people think? Here are some reviews lodged in 2025. Carnival Encounter's Australian home port is Brisbane. Just a note, my wife and I have been on a few cruises and we have been on Carnival Encounter. I think some of these reviews are a bit harsh. I guess people are more likely to lodge a review if they are not happy rather than if they are. Stay to the end to hear my review summary. Let's get cruising. Lee R from Queensland was not impressed and gave a 1-star review in October.
Haven't even left yet and can't find out what I want to do on board. No information available. All I can find is options to spend more money on packages I do not even want.
Karen Y, also not impressed, gave Carnival Encounter 1 star in October.
We did a trip from Brisbane to Cairns at the start of June 2025. We have been trying to get the money we put on our cruise cards back ever since. All we get is an automatic email saying they are looking into it. Our travel agent has also been trying, would definitely not recommend. Tables were stick and the staff were happier talking to each other than holidaymakers. The food was the same most days, cooked from frozen. Even had some of the staff warning us not to eat some of the food as it was reheated from the day before.
Michael M from Queensland was impressed and gave a 5-star review in October.
To start with, my partner and I recently took our first cruise with Carnival Encounter. We had such a great time, would and will definitely do another cruise. The biggest downer was, for my partner, when she discovered the straws that come with the cocktails are made of sugar. That became a problem as she is diabetic. The staff didn't inform us of these sugar straws. For someone who isn't aware of this with diabetes, it could end in disaster. But overall, was a great cruise.
Michael H from Queensland also gave Carnival Encounter a glowing review with 5 stars in September.
Wow, such a fun and exciting cruise holiday. Only 4 nights, but had an amazing time and met new fun friends. The boat was well maintained and really friendly staff. The other passengers were also kind and accepting of each other. Not once did I see entitled people being rude to people just having fun.
Karen A was not so impressed and gave only a 1-star review in August.
If I could give this company 0 stars, I would. I booked a cruise, booking number 7, R8TVQ, Voyage 1511Q, on Encounter departing Brisbane 8 to 15 March, which was cancelled due to Cyclone Alfred. At the time of cancellation, I was told my cruise fare would be refunded. 5 months later, I am still waiting. Here's the timeline. 11th March. Onboard spending, drinks package, internet package, etc. was refunded to my bank, but not the cruise fare. April. Told refund could take up to a month. Completed the Carnival, previously P&O link twice. No response. May. Called Carnival directly. Consultant took details, but no follow-up. July. A senior agent claimed $2,316 had been refunded 10 March. My bank confirmed no payment was attempted, rejected, or received. I sent bank statements as evidence to the address provided. No reply. July, August. Spoke to 2 other senior agents. Each promised to escalate to accounting and call back within 48 hours. No one ever called back. August. After 5 months, multiple calls, 2 emails, with bank statements attached, and completing their refund process twice, I still have no refund, no proof of payment, and no resolution. Every time I contacted Carnival, I was promised a callback. Every single promise has been broken. No one has ever followed through. This is not only frustrating, but unacceptable. I was patient and gave them every opportunity to resolve this. But the lack of accountability, broken promises, and silence from Carnival is appalling. Be warned, if your cruise is cancelled, don't expect your refund to arrive or any decency in their communication.
Jenny D from Queensland was not impressed and gave 2 stars in August.
Staff were friendly and hardworking. I would suggest everyone takes their own pillows. as my brother and I both have a sore neck from the unsupportive pillows. Eating on deck 14 at the buffet was pretty sad, as food was always cold. Didn't matter if it was the pancakes and eggs for breakfast today or the garlic bread and crumbed fish, it was always stone cold. And I ate the garlic bread and fish in the line, so it's not like it was getting cold with me waiting in the line. There were heat lamps on the top, but definitely not a hot bain-marie underneath to help keep it hot. This is my second Carnival cruise, and I never had this problem previously, or with Royal Caribbean.
Gavin W. from Queensland gave only 1 star to Carnival Encounter in August.
Just had to cancel our cruise some 121 days before cruise date, and they tried to charge us $750 penalty, where their policy clearly states no penalty when canceling greater than 90 days out, with no reasoning by the operator at the time. Lucky for us, we had a more understanding operator when we called back, and our issue was resolved with only a much smaller deposit amount lost. Always pays to check when it doesn't feel right.
Karen AEW 9 from Queensland was more impressed and gave Carnival Encounter 4 stars in July.
Trip from Brisbane to Cairns and Whitsunday Islands was wonderful. Stateroom attendant Jefferson looked after us well, with a well-kept clean room and friendly. Kitchen staff Surrey, Jamessi and Ralph were wonderful hosts, friendly and great free food at the pantry and the waterfront. All round a good trip. Downside of the trip was the noises of the ship with high swells, and the staff from Cloud9 lured us in and were pushy to have beauty treatment, etc. Extremely costly, otherwise good fun time.
Only 1 star from Nicole for Carnival Encounter in June.
Want your money stolen? Choose Carnival. Want to be screamed at down the phone? Choose Carnival. Want to have your holidays destroyed? Choose Carnival. My advice, don't choose Carnival.
Diversity from Victoria agreed with only 1 star in June.
I do not recommend Carnival for cruises. Food and service used to be excellent, but not anymore. Food was disgusting. In addition, they charge extra for meals and shows which used to all be included. Everything included is always what cruises are about, but not this ship. Extremely poor, unethical customer relations. Guest services give wrong advice. Bag handlers destroyed our brand new suitcase. Worst email customer service. Provided zero help or compensation. Have contacted a lawyer to assist.
Lurchie was impressed and gave Carnival Encounter 5 stars in May.
Into 5 days of 12 days to Fiji, etc., and everything is first class. The food, staff, entertainment, cleanliness are so good. Just loving everything. Thank you, Carnival.
Charlie from Queensland gave the ship 1 star in May.
Cruise was a 3-day sail around Depart Brisbane for my 80th birthday. 12 of us. 4 kids. Kids had fun, but so many things substandard, and no simple contact to complain to anyone. Start with negs. Messages via audio were so loud it was deafening. Excessive charges for basic internet and communication between cabins. Excessive charges for alcohol. Fun activities in places like Encounter Hotel were too crowded and noisy with boozing bogans. The sound systems in need upgrading, loud and unclear. Cabins very squeezy. The gym badly in need of maintenance. Staff ignored my pointing out the need. At night, ongoing machinery noises to cause disrupted sleep. TV entertainment system blurry and in need of program information, such as provided by Foxtel. Low-level entertainers, especially comedians. Now for positives, got to think. Kids' pools and slides were great. Some of the activities were enjoyed by the kids. Staff were polite and helpful, but with English as a second or third language, occasional problems. Food selection was varied and enjoyable. General comments. So many overweight people and loaded food plates with leftover food. A lot of waste. An all-night ocean sail burning tons of fuel to what purpose? Problem-solving difficult. We were denied paid for privileges due to lack of room info notification, but no solutions presented by their help counterstaff. A trip memorable, but not to be repeated with this mob.
A little better was Sally, who gave Carnival Encounter 3 stars in May.
First-time cruiser, and I would never choose this as a holiday again. I'm not impressed with the company Carnival, but I think the workers on board the ship are brilliant. Someone asked why Carnival do not employ Australians. Well, the reason why they don't is because these workers are generally from poorer countries working for a minimum wage, and they do not even get superannuation. How am I supposed to enjoy a trip when these poor staff members have crap work conditions? In saying this, the staff are brilliant and the meals were very good. The room was terrible. Husband and I slept on bunk beds. The ocean was rough and you couldn't even go outside. The kids couldn't use their edge passes until the last day due to poor weather conditions. I hated being herded on and off the ship like cattle. The Cloud9 Spa was great, but they are more like salespeople pushing you to buy products. Wouldn't do this trip again.
Michael B. from Queensland gave Carnival Encounter only 1 star in May.
You cannot transfer your ticket when paid in full. Complete money grab.
In April, Demen from Queensland gave a 3-star review.
Went on a 3-night comedy cruise in April. Overall, it was okay. The positives were the good quality shows and activities. The activity staff were excellent. The negatives were the very, very ordinary food and food service and the terrible internet.
Kerry O, again from Queensland, gave a review score of only 1 in April.
Just back for the worst cruise I have ever been on, Brisbane to South Pacific. Done 14 with many cruise lines, first and last with Carnival. There will always be a glitch which you live with, but this was way beyond the norm. It smacks of incompetence or a don't care attitude. Everything was an issue from the registration process to booking dinners, some costs not disclosed at all on website, just stated additional dollars. Misleading info on cost of specialty dinner, customer support inconsistencies, big delays embarking and disembarking. Kitchen was closed by time some people got on board, so no lunch for them. Food in the pantry was both a limited, repetitive range and substandard, tough, tasteless bacon and powdered scrambled eggs. Hot food often barely lukewarm. Drink service was poor at times. Booked an ocean view cabin and stated as such on our booking email, but it was an obstructed view. Hub app was useless most of the time as message delays for hours and stated sent time was incorrect. Had to pick up duty-free alcohol at 8 p.m. on last night, so I had to leave in the middle of our dinner to do this. Food was getting cold on my plate when I returned about 30 minutes later due to long line of guests waiting to collect. I could go on. Others in group of 16 experienced issues like this and others. The cruise destinations were fine, but all the other stuff just took away the pleasure. Do not take a Carnival cruise.
David T. from Queensland gave 4 stars in April.
Great experience for my first cruise aboard Carnival Australia. I couldn't praise enough the kindness and hard-working staff that made the trip a joy and memorable experience. I was impressed with the smooth organisation of boarding and embarking. The variety of entertainment on board was great. Our room was clean and serviced daily. The food was okay 3-star, but it was good there was a variety to choose from. All in all, B+. Look forward to planning the next cruise.
So, here's my review. We took our grandchildren on a Great Barrier Reef cruise on Carnival Encounter in July 2025. We all enjoyed it. The food could have been a bit better, but all up, it was a great cruise with quality staff. I give it 4 stars. Thanks for watching and happy cruising. And please help our channel out by subscribing and liking. Comments are also always welcome.